Yo mate, what up? Welcome to another lawn tip vid. So today's video is just a bit of an update video on the yard and this fungus that I've got going on here. That dog over the neighbour's place. Shush! Quiet please. Anyway, so I'm just going to give you guys an update of how the yard's going and what I've been doing to actually fix the problem with the fungus that's going on here. Well, I'll tell you what I've been trying to do to fix it anyway, because it's got me a little bit puzzled, this disease, but let's just check it out. Alrighty, so here's the disease here. So I actually don't know what it is. I've been told by a few different people, a couple of different chemical reps, that it is brown patch, cake all patch, this, that. It even looks a little bit like pythium because it had heaps of mycelium around. Now, see how, struggling to say something there. If you don't know what mycelium is, it's basically like a little spiderwebby looking little substance that gets on a leaf of your plant in the morning. So I'll see if I can find a picture for you. And basically that's what helps the actual disease spread. So I found little bits of mycelium all throughout these areas just here, and all, especially on the patches where the brown patches were, and I could see it forming across the rest of the yard. So originally the disease was only formed just down there, so in a tiny little spot just there, and then it eventually just creeped across the whole yard bit by bit, which was scary because first I was like, oh yeah, nah, should be right mate, I'll put some fungicide down and should be right, but no, it wasn't right. Alright, so a lot of people have been asking me where did this disease come from, so I actually don't know. It's very common for new turf grass because it's only 6 months old, remember? Well, probably 8 months old now. I've been saying 6 months for the last 4 months. 8, 9 months old, I can't remember. But anyway, new turf grass or seeded lawns are very susceptible to diseases, especially when they're young and they're heading into their first season. Now, it's generally you find it when the root system's really short, but as you guys have seen, my root system's pretty deep, so I'm going to say it's probably from that black soil that I brought in when I actually redid this whole area, and I found that it formed where there's really heavy black soil areas, and especially at the back. It hasn't really gone out the front, and we didn't put any of that stuff out the front apart from on one side, which is where the disease actually is. So it really looks like that black stuff caused that disease, which some soils can contain some of those spores and the fungus diseases, and it can spread from that, and just certain changes in temperature can make that really come out and actually have an impact on your grass like it has here, because it came about when we had the shift from sort of cool spring temperatures into like degrees in the day that were about above 20 degrees, so our nights were warmer, and yeah, it just seemed to egg this dirty disease on. Right, so I'm just at the front here, and this is where the disease actually is really prominent on this side, which is where we put a lot of the black soil down. As you can see, if you look just here, there's a few spots just there, but it's not really that bad because we didn't actually put down much black soil here. And over this side, we ran out of soil, and look at that. There's none there at all. It's crazy. So I really do reckon it was that black stuff. If you want to know what the black stuff was too, it's just organic. It's like an organic top dressing soil that I got from A&L called Nitro Tops. So I don't think I'll be getting that anymore. I'm going to try to outsource some sand next time I get something. Now, I did put down a preventative fungicide to actually stop any disease coming up, because I was at least expecting some dollar spot to come up in the yard, but this stuff still came up anyway. Now, I used Headway Maxx as a preventative, which has Azoxystrobin and Propiconizole in it, but this disease still came through, which is a pain in the bum. It didn't even slow it up at all, which really was surprising. So I tried a couple of different chemicals on it. As I said, Headway Maxx, which has that Propiconizole and Azoxystrobin in it, and then I put down again some more Propiconizole, and then after that I was like, what else do I put down? So I put down some Iprodione, which didn't seem to do anything, and then only about 3 days ago, I put down some Mancozeb, which is a really old fungicide that we used to use on the golf course back in the day, and believe it or not, as soon as I put that down, within a day I noticed a slight bit of a difference. 2 days afterwards, mate, which is what it's at now, so it's only been 2 days since I put it down. It's looking great. Like, there's heaps of new green shoots and areas. I'll put a few photos up on the screen and show you the difference even between 2 days, how different it really was. But it got really bad at one point, and now it's really starting to shoot through. A lot of good lush growth coming in there, and I'm just excited. Now, I haven't only applied fungicides to actually stop this disease as well. A couple other things I did, a couple of cultural practices. So I actually raised my height of cut on my lawn as much as it pained me to do that. Go from my 15 mil, I went up to 24 mil. So just to relieve a bit of stress on the lawn. And I've also been applying things like liquid kelp, which is Seaweed Secrets. some Stimulise on top of that, which has some folic acid in it, and I've been applying humic acid as well, and I've held off on the liquid iron, and I've held off on putting any nitrogen on my lawn as well, because nitrogen can actually cause the disease to get worse as well, especially if you're not quite sure what it is. Now, since I haven't been able to apply anything like any fertilizers or anything, it's really kicked my plan of attack out of alignment for what I want to do with this lawn. So I'm planning to go a lot lower with my height of cut, which I couldn't do obviously, and also apply things like plant growth regulator and just try a couple of different things out in the yard, but I haven't been able to because of this disease that's going on. But it looks like we've kicked it in the butt, hopefully. I hope we've kicked it in the butt anyway. So I'll be back into the normal swing of things very, very soon, but I've still got a bit of winter grass in here because I wasn't able to put any herbicide out either. Even had a little bit of clover pop up in the back the other day, and I was like, whoa, that's a bit weird. It's been there for ages though. It's been there since before I put out any pre-emergent, but since I haven't been cutting as much as well, it's just got a little bit more prominent and sticking out. Alright, I'm just going to get a drone shot now just to show you guys how the disease is looking from the scar, and you can really see how much it abused my lawn. Let's get this thing up. Tell you what, that actually looks better than it did before. Not as prominent as it was last video. I'll do a video from last time, I'll do a video from now. But yeah, it actually looks more prominent before than it does now, which is good. I think Matt's mowing his lawn too. Let's have a look. No, he's just edging it. Alright, Matt. Let's get down and freak him out. Someone ever want to take him to spot it. Oh, Matt. And you will see me. Hope there's no cars flying around. Yeah, he whip-snipped that boy. He still hasn't noticed. Please scare him. Ah, he's noticed. Oh, I didn't. I thought I was going to scare him. Oh well. Anyway, let's bring it back home. There it is over there. I can see it now. There I am, just chilling in the yard. So yeah, it is looking a lot better, I reckon. You'd have way too much fun with those things. Abide by the rules, people. Alrighty, so I'll wrap the video up there because I need to get this lawn mowed today because I don't have time tomorrow, and it's been raining all week, which is good. I've had some rain recently, which is really, really good. So anyway, thanks guys so much for watching. If you have any questions about fungus diseases, hit me up on Facebook, inbox me there, or shoot me an email at bensims@lawntips.net, and I'll see if I can help you out. Now, I know a bit about fungus diseases, but there is ones that stump me here and there, like in my own lawn, which is a bummer. But anyway, like this video if you enjoyed it, guys, and you have a good week. Check this cool thing out now. I stole this off the idea of Alan Hayne, the old lawn care nut, off his channel, and I thought, man, this is cool. Pretty cool idea. So it's a propane torch. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's not dangerous at all. And it's good for burning a little sneaky weeds that get in you. Good thing it's a cold day today. You're getting those sneaky weeds. You dead, son. Bye-bye.